What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another motovlog. Today we are doing the second ride on my 2005 Kawasaki KX250 two-stroke. I am super happy about this bike. It's just like a dream bike of mine. I grew up watching James Stewart race one of these things, so it's honestly just such a good feeling to own one. Today is our second ride on it, so I'm going to ride around and review it a little bit. Oh man, she's crisp. She just sounds healthy. Alright, let's go. The track that we're riding today is hard packed, or like very hard packed, like concrete, and it's very dry. We haven't had any rain in a while, so it's probably going to be like a sand layer on top of this hard pack. Easy to overshoot jumps on this thing because it has so much power. I hardly have to rev it through so many of the sections on this track. It has so much power that it just clears everything with ease. Whoa! Oh my god, I think he put a kicker in that. Because that just like skyrocketed me, man. See if we can hold third. There we go. Nice. So because we're on a hard pack track, I can really feel every ounce of power that this thing has. And it really picks up really nice. The torque is good. The torque is good, but I do think the power comes on kind of like kind of similar to a 125, like it just hits, and when it hits hard. Like obviously it has more torque than a 125 does, but the power comes on hard and strong like a 125 does, kind of like a light switch. Whoa! Oh, there's a rut in that jump face. It just took me for a ride. Well, that corner could be so fun if I get the hang of that. Like any dirt bike, you really got to ride on the front of it to keep control of that power. This thing's no different. You really got to ride on the front of this thing, otherwise it's going to wear you out. Whoa! But I'm not sure if you noticed, I'm very rarely shifting on this thing. Like I shift into second for some corners, for the tighter corners. But for the most part, this bike has good enough power that I can just keep it in third everywhere. It's easier to ride with that extra bit of power when you just use the low end. The top end, mid-range and top end power, just absolutely a beast. Such a handful, dude. If you're not squeezing with your legs, it'll rip your arms off. good yard for lane this time. Keep it in third. Oh yeah. It just catches the power so fast. Oh my god, it takes off like a freaking rocket ship. Like if you're not careful, and you get a little bit whiskey on the throttle, I'm not joking, this thing can get scary. It wants to pick the front wheel up everywhere. Yeah, I know I'm being a little baby about that jump. There's no lip to it today. And with my limited traction, I don't want to try to land down that hill. Woo! So I'm going to be honest and say that I think this old school two-stroke absolutely can compete with the modern bikes. Is it harder? Is it a little... Sorry, it's so loud. It's a little bit harder to ride. But I don't think that's a bad thing. It's just more of a... Whoa! It's just a different experience. Oh my god, I gotta slow down. Holy shit. Way over jumped that one. Suspension seemed to soak it up really well though. As long as you're landing on the gas, suspension feels good. You definitely have to shift this thing a whole lot less than my 150, which is really nice. I like that. But as far as handling goes, I mean, this thing handles really nice. I'm pretty sure the previous owner put factory connection suspension on it. It's got the stickers on it, but it doesn't have like all the specs on the fork or anything. The 252 stroke will definitely wear you out more than a 250F or a 125. 450 is probably going to wear you out the same amount, but this is just different. The power comes on like a light switch comparatively to a 450, which is much more gradual and smooth power delivery. All right, guys, well, I think it's safe to say that this 2005 Kawasaki KX250 two-stroke is still an amazing bike in a modern world with all the 250Fs and 450s. I still think it's super competitive. It's just harder to ride in terms of like the power delivery. You got to be fully in control in the attack position, good form like 100% of the time. Otherwise, this thing is going to wear your ass out so fast. I really hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more videos, please hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, definitely hit that like button because it really helps out my channel. Otherwise, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.